Oh, it has been too long, ladies and gentlemen. What a time to be alive. What a time indeed. Today you join me at Omoda and Jaecoo of Cape Town, where today we'll be looking at one of the most sought after cars currently on the market, the Jaecoo J7. Now, this wouldn't have been possible without Gino's help, Eugene Potgieter here at Omoda Jaecoo Cape Town. Of course, I'll then put all of these details at the bottom so you can just see, give them a shout, book a test drive, and see what it is that makes this J7 so great. But now, as you can see, it's starting to rain. Let's get inside and let's see this beast. So these are the three that we have the options of looking at. All of them are going to be the Glacier models. And today I am rolling solo, so you'll just have to excuse me for not being in front of the camera. So in this video, we'll be focusing mainly on the champagne colored one and then this white one over here. This car hasn't done its PDI as yet, but it's exactly the same car, just a different color. So I'll show you all the features that come with this car on this car over here. This is the key that your J7 will come with. Absolutely stunning. I love a piano black finish. Boot capacity comes in at 412 liters, and then there's my bag just for reference of how big the boot is. You do also get a full-sized spare wheel and a retractable load cover just for a little bit of extra privacy. And of course, you can also close it from the tailgate itself. Moving into the inside of the J7. I absolutely love the interior lighting that is going inside here. I love the rugged look of these doors. And as we step in, we find that knee room is exceptional and headroom is just as good as well, even though you do have this sloping roof for the panoramic sunroof. But I think this is exceptional. I'm 6 foot and I fit absolutely perfectly in here. Taking another look at the interior, you do also find that you have your single air vent over here, and you do have a USB-A and a USB Type-C port over there. Getting into the interior of this car, you will find that there are very little buttons. Only buttons that you can see over here are just going to be mainly these four, which is going to be your hazards, it's going to be your demister, this button that turns the display on and off, and then you'll also find your climate control settings. Other than that, those are the only physical buttons that you get in this car. You do get your multifunction steering wheel with your haptic feedback over here. I'm not sure how this is going to be when it comes to driving, and if you're going to bump it accidentally, and if it's going to be one of those that you touch and it does something. But we cannot shy away from the elephant in the room, which is this massive 14.8-inch screen over here. This does have your Apple CarPlay, your Android Auto. Everything is also based through this touchscreen. You can adjust temperature, how low, how high you want it to be, and you can also select various modes.
Normal mode, sport mode, ECL mode.
Overall, I can't go through this review without even mentioning this funky looking gear selector over here. I think this is the same gear selector that you'll find in the GWM tank. I actually don't mind it. I like the way that it looks, I like the way that it feels. Feels very rugged, feels very off-road. You do also get a smaller digital heads-up display, which is going to then of course show you things like your speed, your average fuel consumption, all of those things. Of course, it does come with a massive panoramic sunroof that you can either control from the top over here, or you can just communicate with the assistant. Hello, Jaecoo.
Hello.
Open sunroof.
Okay.
Overall, I think the interior of this Jaecoo J7 is exceptional. I understand why it is that they're so popular, because for the bang for your buck, the amount of features that you're actually getting for the price point, I think is phenomenal. If you are enjoying the video so far, a sub to the channel would be the Sherry on top, because Sherry owns Omoda and Jake. Taking a look at the exterior of this J7, I have to say it is absolutely stunning. I love the way that it looks. People have compared it to a Range Rover. I wouldn't go as that far. I think this car looks great on its own without being related to any of those bigger SUVs. I love the massive grille at the front here. I love the way that you have your daytime running lamps at the top, and then you have your actual headlights sitting below that, and of course adorned with these 19-inch rims. I'm actually going to take a second just to zoom in so that you guys can actually see just the quality of this paint. Absolutely stunning. Now let's talk about the engine. Now the engine is going to be a 1.6 liter turbo, which is the same engine that you find in the Chery Tiggo 7 Pro Max. Power figures are going to be 145 kilowatts and 290 newton meters of torque, with a claimed fuel consumption of 7 liters to the 100 kilometers. Another feature that I absolutely love from this key is the ability to actually start the car remotely whilst you're standing on the outside. At first glance, I'm a very big fan of this Jaecoo J7. I actually think that for the price point and the features that you're getting from this car, it is absolutely insane. It's insane to me to think that these features were only featured on luxury cars way back in the day, like your Mercedes S-Class, your Maybachs, things along those lines, and you can actually get them in a Jaecoo nowadays. For the price point, I think that this Glacier model is the one that I would go for. I don't need four-wheel drive, and I actually think that it might be a little bit better in terms of fuel economy, but who knows? I'm a very, very big fan. A reminder, if you are looking for any new Omoda or Jaecoo products, come through to Omoda Cape Town. Their hospitality has been exceptional this morning. Speak to Gino, he will be able to assist you with a brand new Jaecoo J7 or any of their new Omoda products. From my side, I'd just like to say thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one.